Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here once again at ILTM Con, and look who I caught up with, one of our favorite people, Andrea Grisdale, who's the founder of IC Bellagio, which is an incredible Italian destination management company. Does an amazing job there, and they are based in Bellagio. And I have taken Andrea's trips. They are amazing. And even more to the point, she's just celebrated 25 years. God, I can't believe it's 25 years.
Me neither.
Yeah, and we're going to talk to her about that anniversary and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report.
Alla gloria militar, alla gloria militar.
Andrea, first of all, great to catch up with you, and I am so sorry I missed your big fat. We were talking about it earlier. You had everyone that I know was there, and you were in a wonderful. What was the town you were in?
We were in Imola, which is a beautiful town, James, in the heart of Emilia-Romagna, which is the food valley or the motor valley, a lot of people call it.
And what kind of celebration did you have? I mean, you had dinners and all kinds of things, right?
We did, and we certainly missed you. Can I start by saying we missed you a lot? You were very, very missed. We actually had a weekend event, so we had our international guests join us on Friday at the Palazzo di Varignana, which is basically halfway between Bologna and Imola, just to make it easier for let you know the area. And that evening we actually had a market night where we brought in a lot of local producers who were really badly hit by the bad floods last year, because we wanted to give them both some business by bringing them in to our event, and we also wanted to give them some exposure to such people as you know, many of our
a lot of people there. You had Matthew Upchurch, I believe. You had my friend Annie Fitzsimmons. You had Peter Greenberg. You had quite the crew. How many people showed up?
So the first night at the street market, we had 200 people, which is our team, their plus ones, family, and also our international family. And for the actual gala on the Saturday night in Imola, we had 400 people.
Wow. I am so sorry I missed that. That would have been amazing. Now I got to wait. You said you're building a new headquarters in Bellagio, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be in a couple of years, right?
That's going to be in a couple of years, and that's going to be the next party. So the minute I have the date, James, it's coming, and you can't miss that one.
That one I'm obligated for. Now, let's go back to 25 years ago. How did you create this company?
Okay, so forget any business plan, forget any big objectives. Where am I going to be?
You didn't go down, you're doing, not mapping it out and strategy-wise?
No, you can forget all that. I was actually already in the tourism industry, and I was working with the US market as a guide and tour manager, doing a lot of incentives, doing a lot of business.
On Bellagio, right?
On Lake Como, yeah. I was working a lot at Villa d'Este with clients who were staying there. And literally a lot of those clients was, can you help me here? Can you help me there? Can you help me here, there, and everywhere? And I would always say yes. You know, that's my way, say yes and work it out. Half the time I didn't have a clue where the places were. And then just get in my car, go to Florence, go to Positano, go wherever I needed to go and make it happen and create what I needed to create. And then one day my accountant said, listen, you're no longer being a guide and a tour manager, you're actually a DMC. So we got the license in and opened our doors back in 1999. When I say we, I'm almost like the Queen of England, the royal we, as in it was me and me way back when. And we now have a team of 32 fantastic people.
That's amazing. And so what were the key moments where you just kept growing? Because you kept adding destinations and places. I know you've helped me out in a number of places. I mean, I remember I was in Rome, and I said I never did a tour of the Vatican.
Yeah.
And if you go to the Vatican, you can find about 100 guys trying to give you a tour. I said, no, I'm going to go to Andrea, and you've helped us with an incredible guide there who got us into different places of the Vatican and past all the crowds. It was just such an amazing experience, but that's the kind of thing you do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what we have, James, and what we've developed over the years, and I think it's our unique selling point, is our know-how, knowledge, and network. You know, there's always somebody we can call who's going to say yes and find a way to do things for us. You know, often my husband, he teases me and he says, you know, when somebody says something is impossible, do you ever believe them? And I said, no, we don't do impossible. So there's always somebody who's going to help you. You just have to have the resilience and the determination to make it happen and keep making those phone calls until we are able to produce what we need to produce to make an amazing experience.
Well, you certainly have that network. I'm always amazed at how many luxury hoteliers you know around, and of course you know all the guides as well. So you can kind of create on the fly a bespoke itinerary for anyone, right?
Absolutely, James. And, they've all been built up over the years. They were all at the party, of course, which was, we were talking about the number of people. But we just have some great people. And I think that is the secret. You've got to have people who you are aligned with and they are aligned with you. So you're speaking the same language. And you've got to have people who also have that determination and that passion for what they do.
Right, absolutely. But you've also taken a larger role within the industry. I know you joined the World Travel and Tourism Council, and one of the last interviews we did, actually it was earlier this year, was a program that you started to get people to understand the importance of travel and tourism around the world, right?
Absolutely. We started the Community Conscious Travel campaign with WTTC back in 2003. That is focused around, the power of travel and tourism, the opportunities that travel and tourism. I'm getting my tongue twisted.
That's okay. I always stumble over the World Travel and Tourism Council, and they always put the capital T in the end. So I got the T and T. So.
Okay, so I'm feeling better. So we created this campaign. Initially, it was all about speaking about what are the opportunities of this challenge of overcrowding. And we kind of pivoted and went around a few curves with the campaign. But, what I'm looking to always, speak about and always prove to and show people is just how much travel and tourism contributes, because I'm sure that people who are not directly involved in our sector, they don't actually realize. And this is a big campaign of mine. And also, how do we keep our local people happy? We have to do things which are good for communities. If we don't have happy locals, we're never going to have happy tourists or travelers. So we must really work in a community conscious way.
No, and in fact, and of course in Italy, Venice is one of these destinations that, during the pandemic, it was great to go and nobody was there, but now it's once again getting overcrowded, and they're putting in laws and rules, taking out some of the cruise ships, the big ones, and that's can be harmful to the local economy if nobody's going.
Absolutely, James. But it's obviously a huge topic, and we could stay here all day, which I always enjoy talking to you, which is one of our problems. Then we continue talking, right? But I think also seeing what travel and tourism can do from a positive point of view. For example, with our campaign, we filmed in January. So we're doing huge promotion right now for what we call slow season travel, really encouraging people to travel to destinations in the quieter season, obviously highlighting the advantage of that. And while we were filming for the Community Conscious Travel campaign, we actually were able to locate 5 different families who were closing businesses which were being passed down from one generation to the other, because there was just no more need for that kind of business. And they actually pivoted and started working with travel and tourism, and they are now able to save the family business. So, when we talk about Venice, it's not just doom and gloom and crowds. It's actually, what is travel and tourism doing from a positive point of view for, places like Venice around the world.
Absolutely. Now, getting back to your company, what's the future hold? You have the new headquarters coming up in 2 years. Are you going to expand beyond Italy? That's probably not. I don't know if you're thinking about that, but maybe you are. How are you going to keep growing the company?
So we definitely want to stay true to who we are and continue, to do things with our passion. We care, continuous improvement, supporting communities. I want to do more with WTTC. That is definitely on the cards. We're about to launch our Legacy Foundation as well, because I truly believe in positive impact travel. And I also used our event in Imola, our 25th anniversary, just to show how you can have a positive impact on local communities. I mentioned earlier the local producers we brought in on the Friday evening. happening. On the Saturday, instead of gifts, in lieu of gifts for anybody who wanted to do something for us, we actually asked people to donate to a shelter which takes care of women and children. And we were able to make so much difference in their lives with those donations, which were huge. We also, for example, sent all of our flowers that we used at our event to local hospitals and residences for the elderly. So my thing is what we do moving forward, I want to make sure that each and everything we do is not only great for our travellers, but it also has a positive impact on the communities as well.
Congratulations once again on that anniversary. I'm sorry again I missed it. It sounded like an incredible event, and you have such a great company. I've known you for a long time now, probably about half of that time, about 10 years, and I see you everywhere, World Travel and Tourism Council, Virtuosos, and you really are a member, a really critical member of the travel and tourism community. And with this company, you've just really had incredible success, and it's so hard to believe that you started from basically being a tour guide on Lake Como, right?
Absolutely, James, and I still love what I do, and I think that is the key to it. I love working with young people. We're also now doing a lot of lecturing in local universities in Italy, which I love, speaking to different generations, learning from who is older, who is younger, always new ideas, always new projects. I'll keep you posted.
Fantastic. Well, again, congratulations, and I'm looking forward. And 2 years from now, I vow to be at your new headquarters in Bellagio. What could be wrong with that? I mean, in Bellagio, right?
The first save the date is coming to you, and this one you've got to accept.
I got it. Anyway, I'm James Shillinglaw here at ILTM Con. First day, we got a long way to go here, and with Andrea Grisdale, who is absolutely an amazing tour operator, and this is Insider Travel Report.